Hello and welcome to this unboxing and review of the Space Marine Strikeforce. Hope you can see it quite clearly. I'll put the light on, but the reflections in here are a little bit difficult to work with, but I'll try my best. So this is an excellent starter box. If you think about Space Marines, if you want to start collecting them, it's basically got an army in a box. It's got everything you need to start your collection up, and yeah, I do have a large collection, but it's good to get reinforcements once in a while, and you can never have too many. You can always sell them because they don't really lose much of their value, and they definitely will go up in value over the years. But anyway, your miniatures in the box, you've got your captain, or your HQ, your Force Commander, Chapter Master. That's the main headquarters. You've also got a command squad there, which would accompany the commander. You've got a Razorback to put them all in, if you wish. Troops. You've got two tactical squads, which are the new tactical squads, the ones that came out 2013 September time. You've got another squad selection, some scouts with sniper rifles, 4 sniper rifles and a missile launcher. Fast attack, you've got these 5 assault marines, and you've got a Venerable Dreadnought, which I believe is elites. It's an elite choice. I mean, the way that 40k is going, probably be nicer to have some Terminators rather than a Venerable Dreadnought, but because vehicles are not as good in this edition. I think we're in 6th edition, could be 7th, who knows. And then you've got just like a transport for one of your squads, even your command squad, because that'll fit 10 Space Marines in there. So it does have all you need to start yourself an army, apart from obviously the glue, the paints, the sprays, the clippers, the codex, which is 40 quid. But anyway, it's got everything that you would want and need to start up a Space Marine army, even if you just wanted to start up a new chapter like Salamanders or something like that. Anyway, one of these will set you back £140, which I believe is, what, $200? $200 something dollars, something like that. But that's what you get in the box. I'm going to do my unboxing in a little bit. Just going to show you the side pictures. So you've got the command squad there. On the top you've got the Venerable Dreadnought with the scouts, and on the other side you've got the drop pod, and on the back you've got like an overview. It says, combining devastating fire with armoured might and hard-hitting assault troops, the Space Marine Strikeforce can quickly crush all enemies of the Imperium. So you've got your HQ and your command squad, you've got your troops, 2 lots of troops, elites, transport and transport. So there you go. So now I will open this using the Paramilitary 2. Don't really need a knife to open a box like this, seeing as the knife almost costs as much as the box. Right, let's have a look. The squeaker. So straight away you've got your tactical squad with lots and lots of heads. It's really nice sprue, this. So that's your tactical squad. Got your other tactical squad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's your 20 Space Marines there. I'll just move the camera back a little bit. There we go. So there's your 20 Space Marines. You've got your drop pod, which is 3 sprues. There you go. You've got your base for your Dreadnought, which I'm going to heavily modify that, or just buy a plain one. You've got your Razorback, which is a very old, easy sprue. This one says 2000 and 6 on it. They're not as old as I thought, but that's your Razorback sprues. There you go. Drop pod, what does that say on it? Anyone want to guess? That says 2008. This one must say 2012. Yeah, 2012. So they were making the new Space Marines 2012, probably over a year before they came out. So who knows what they've got planned at the moment. Plastic Thunderhawk, anyone? So 2012, 2008, 2006. You got your command squad, part of your command squad there. That's the rest of your command squad right here. Now remember, with your command squad you do get 6 sets of legs, not 5, so that's excellent. So that's your command squad. You've got your captain sprue. You've got your assault marine sprue, which is that one. I'm just going to plonk it there. You've got your scouts, which is just 1 sprue. Very, very easy. And plenty of gaps. And then you've got your Dreadnought sprue, which is just 1. And then you've got a shed ton of bases. There's probably going to be about 40 bases there. And then you've got a huge amount of instructions and your transfers and everything. Alright, so there's plenty for you to be getting on with this. I would say, it depends on your skill, but I would say this is a present, or this is a, you know, treat yourself or whatever. This'll take you a good, I'd say a good month really, of gluing and spraying and painting. I mean, you could rush one of these in a week maybe, but taking your time, if you've got a full-time job or whatnot, probably take about a month. But that's a big addition to your force. So yeah, I mean, the Venerable Dreadnought is 2009, so that's not that old, but your Assault Marine sprue is 2004. It's probably the oldest sprue in here, apart from the Razorback, which is saying, well, this one here is saying 2001, this actual sprue, and you can just see the difference between I'm going a bit sprue crazy, but you can see the difference between a 2012 sprue and a 2006 sprue. Look how far they've come. They've managed to squeeze every single piece onto that, compared to just a few pieces on the old one. So they're getting better and better, but of course they are charging you more for that, which is fine, because you get more pieces. I mean, that's going to have lots and lots of spare parts. So that's my unboxing of this Strikeforce. You're now, hopefully in part 2, going to see what they all look like assembled, and some of them may be painted, so I might not have glued all of these, but I will show you the force and what it looks like if you've got one of these Strikeforces. And yeah, join me in part 2. And welcome to part 2. Sorry about the mismatch in colours and painted models, sprayed models, unpainted or sprayed models, but I thought I'd put this out as quickly as I possibly could, otherwise you'd be waiting another few weeks when I actually get round to gluing the rest of the models. So I've kind of put some models that I've already done, but this is what you get in the Space Marine Strikeforce. Overall, it's £140, and if you were to buy everything separately, I believe that to buy this in a pack, I think you get the Razorback, Scout Squad, and I think the Command Squad and the actual Captain for free if you buy it all in this box set. So that's great if you've got a mate that's missing a few items and you don't mind selling them to him or her. Then that'll save you some money, and you can even make some money off this. This is what you get. It is an army really. The only thing you need now is some glue, if you don't already have some paint, some brushes, and the codex, and then you can start playing. Oh, you also need a board or a flat surface somewhere to play a game. You also need the rule book and some die and a tape measure. So you'll need a lot of things anyway, but it's not a all-in-one box, but it is a good start, or it is an army in the box. But you will of course need to spend a lot more money in actually getting up and running with the game. So these are all the items that you get in the box. You get the Space Marine Captain. It's basically it's the one that you can get in a box. It's got a lot of weapon options. This is just the one I chose: plasma pistol, power sword. You can't really go wrong with that. And it includes everything that you see here. There's no additional pieces that I've used, and it's a decent model. But this is the normal boxed one that you get for around, I think, 15 or 20 quid, something like that. But you get a lot of extra pieces. So you get the captain model, you get the command squad, which has all the pieces to make a kind of like a knight with the nice bolt pistol combat shield there. I think it only gives them a 5+ invulnerable, but hey, still pretty good. You get a banner bearer, that's hand painted, and yeah, you get a banner bearer or standard bearer. You get a veteran. Again, he's got a power fist and a storm bolter, but you can choose any weapon option. You get the apothecary, and you get options to use a flame, a melter gun, or plasma gun. Obviously I've chose plasma gun. So that's like your little HQ. They would accompany him, or he would just go off on his own and you wouldn't be able to use the command squad. So that's that. Troops, you get 2 10-man tactical squads, and they are of the new Space Marines that came out. They're the new models, the 2013 models that came out last year. So you get things like the grav pistol, and you get really nice legs in them, and you get some really decent. I mean, look at that for a pose. It's just incredible. I mean, gone are the days where you have like static poses like that, I suppose. But even that pose is slightly different than your normal Space Marines. I've done this little swish, little flamer bloke. That's a bit of a conversion I made, but anyway, you get the nice models where he's putting a magazine into the bolt gun. I think that's awesome, and yeah, you get some really nice. You got your grav gun here, and you get look at that little whisker helmet he's got. So you do get two full 10-man squads of tactical marines. So if you've got 10 Space Marines at the moment, or 20, it's worth getting this box set because you get 2 lots of brand new ones. You get a Razorback. It's your standard 2001 model or whatever it is. It's really old sprue, loads of gaps. I've put twin link las cannon on there, but you may want to look at Forge World's different weapon options. I also made a variant turret option using some spare parts in my bits box with 2 plasma guns and like a side sponsored las cannon to make the other variant. I think it looks quite decent actually. A little bit on the wonk, but there we go. And I think that looks okay. So you've got a las cannon and 2 plasma guns, but that was purely made with my spare parts. Moving across now, you get a nice Venerable Dreadnought, and it is a really decent model. I love this kind of power fist. Put the heavy flamer on, and I've left all the scribing or inscriptions on there. You've got a plasma cannon. The arms move. They're a bit stiff, but they move, so that's excellent. You can pop them off. And it is worth mentioning that this model comes with 3 different right weapon arms. So you've got the plasma cannon, you've got the assault cannon, and you've got the twin link las cannon. So that's excellent. I mean, a Dreadnought with interchangeable arms is just brilliant. So that kind of saves you magnetising that. Don't really need to, but that's an awesome model, even though Dreadnoughts are a little bit more redundant in this edition. You get a drop pod, same model as always, hasn't really changed. Still can fit 10 Space Marines, up to 10 normal Space Marines, or a Dreadnought, or a Tech Marine and a, what's the cannon called? Is it a Thunderfire cannon? I've forgotten the name. Anyway, it can fit all those in. Drop pod it down, 35 points. That's your nice delivery method, cheap method. It comes with a scout squad as well, so a third troop choice in this box set. And that's excellent. Can't really see that. So he's quite kitted out. And I used a Tyranid skull on this base that I had in my box already. It's worth noting also that the command squad, like my Reclusium command squad, it does come with 6 pairs of legs, and obviously the 6th pair is kind of like the crouching pair. So if you didn't want to use them as a command squad, like I won't be, and you just wanted them to be used as normal Space Marines, you can make a 6th Space Marine out of that squad, which is excellent. So yeah, that's everything that comes in the set. I just thought I'd quickly put them all on a board, show you what it looks like, and that is a Space Marine Strikeforce. It's got some of the new models for last year, and some of the older models really, and these are quite old now. Oh, I totally forgot, because they're, you know, just off the side. You also get an assault squad, and it's the newer assault squad with the combat shield and the power sword weapon options, and you get plenty of plasma guns and bolt pistols and chain swords. So yeah, you get a normal assault squad, which was quite an old set of models. Anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, that's all the models that you get in the Strikeforce. It's a lot of money, 140 quid, but it does basically give you a big army in a box. You've got 3 troop selections. You've got a command squad with a captain, with a Razorback, so you can fit all of them in there with him. You've got a nice Dreadnought, which you can, I suppose, drop pod in and have the 2 tactical squads securing objectives as they move up across the board, and you can have the assault squad for a counter attack. So that's just my kind of tactica. I'll probably bring out tactical videos in the future, but that's everything you get in the box. I think it's really good value for money, because to buy everything separately it's a fact, it will cost you a lot more. So it's a nice addition. Obviously I've got a huge Space Marine army, so question whether I actually needed this, but you know, if you collect an army, it's always good to add more reinforcements. So thank you very much for joining me today. Don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. Thanks for watching. The Emperor protects.